time of the month again. Hashtag AYearAthon is coming up soon. This month of July, it is going to be from the 7th to the 13th, I think. If I have that wrong, the dates are on the screen. And let's get started with what I plan to read. For the month of July, the theme is classics, which I was wary about. I am not a big classics fan. I'm not. Pretty much, if it was a classic I had to read in school, except for Romeo and Juliet and Macbeth, I didn't enjoy it at all. Well, Beowulf was alright, but there's a lot of classics that I've had to read that I hated, and so the genre itself, I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a fan of at all, actually. However, I do own a couple classics that I'm going to read and that I'm planning on. So getting started, I'm going to start with Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. It's the only one I have, otherwise I'd probably start with Pride and Prejudice. But again, it's small and it's not all that thick, but the font, it's itsy bitsy, guys. I don't know if I'll enjoy this. I've heard mixed things. People are like, I enjoy it. Other people are like, I don't. I can't get past the language. I don't know if I'll like it. I do understand Shakespeare quite well. I grew up on the King James version of the Bible, y'all. So Shakespeare is actually a walk in the park compared to Isaiah. So I may have quite a lot of fun with this, but it isn't really Shakespeare. It's something else, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll like it. I might not. I don't know. So I'll try to attempt to read that. I will also be trying to pick up at least one play from the complete works of William Shakespeare. That's what these are. No, they don't have dust jackets. This one fell to pieces and I was tired of the pieces floating around, so I threw it away. This one never had a dust jacket. So I will be reading something in there, maybe Othello. I don't know. Again, I might also reread Julius Caesar because we read it sophomore year, and for my sophomore year what we did is we had to translate it into a play with modern language, and some of the people didn't do it, and they didn't do it very well at all. And so one act in particular was you were listening to gibberish. It was normal English words that were mimicking Shakespeare, which just doesn't work. It's harder to follow than Shakespeare itself. It was very confusing, very boring, very long, and so at least one whole act, I have no clue what happened. I have no clue. I remember this one line because they are like, we want you to translate this line, and we hear that you're quite good at it, and I translated it for an entire huge paragraph, and I translated the whole paragraph into like 4 sentences, and they were like, that's not what we asked. And I went, that's what you have to do with Shakespeare. That's pretty much how Shakespeare works. And anything I can't follow, I'll just look up online and be like, what does this line mean? What does that mean? I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. So I'll try to read that. Again, I may not succeed. So if those two things fail, if I can't get through Sense and Sensibility, and I just give up, which may happen, I already have a backup. These technically aren't real classic literature. These are classics, however, because father of all fantasy is J.R.R. Tolkien. The majority of the books that BookTube reads would not happen if this had not been written. So I count them as classics, and I love them. I love them a lot. I'm already almost completely done with rereading The Fellowship of the Ring. I kind of made it a goal this year before I started BookTube to get through The Lord of the Rings. So I'm like, you know what? If nothing else, I'm going to finish The Fellowship and get almost completely through The Two Towers. This thing is a monstrosity. Do not let its small little packaging fool you. This is the biggest of The Lord of the Rings. And the smallest is the Return of the King. That's how big it actually is. These are all appendices. I will also be reading, I only plan in the appendices to read Aragorn and Arwen's stories. Aragorn and Arwen, they're in the movies, but the love story, Tolkien never managed to get into the book itself, which is sad because he hints at it like multiple times that stuff is going on with Aragorn, but you never see it. And he should have just put it in there. I mean, he had a huge thing of paper left. Just put it in there, man. But yeah, so that is what I am planning on reading, all of this, well, some of these. But yeah, that is my hashtag AYearAthon plan. I don't know if I manage to get at least it starts the Two Towers, I will add it to my gigantic 15 book long TBR. I will link that down below. I will also link what I did last month. I'll link my wrap up down below. So please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I will not be doing updates. I have this announcement video, and then I have a wrap up coming. My wrap up, you may be looking up my nose because I'm gonna be on my cell phone. I may do that because I'm not the only, I'm using my friend LA Knight's camera, and LA Knight so doing #AYearAthon. So I don't know how that'll work. She's probably gonna be using this, and I will probably be using my cell phone. So please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I have a lot more things. I have a full week planned during that. I'm gonna be doing other things also. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching. Bye!